What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the world according to Briggs. I hope you're all doing well and staying healthy. We're living through some really weird times right now. A couple months back, I did a few videos about places in the US that were giving away free land. Now, I've gotten a lot of emails about those videos, even one from a city official of one of the cities on that list, and he told me I needed to take a city off the list because they didn't have free land and they never have. So I sent him a couple links to a couple different websites that had reported that he did have that free land. And then I also included a link to his own city's website explaining the free land program. I probably didn't need to include a map that showed the property was directly across the street from his office. I kid you not. Most of the other emails were about people explaining that it's not free if you have to put a refundable deposit down. I don't know how that one works, but that's weird. And a bunch of emails explaining there's a lot of places around the world offering free land. I did some research and they were right. There's a bunch of places that you could own land for almost nothing. That's what this list is all about. Places on this planet outside the United States that have offered land for free or almost free. So let's see who's on the list. Number 10, the Yukon, Canada. The Yukon is one of Canada's territories located right next to Alaska. And just like Alaska, not a lot of people want to live there. And that's why they're giving away free land. That's why any place offers free land. Nobody wants to live there. If you think anyone's offering free land on Miami's South Beach, think again. The requirements are this. You have to live there. You just can't take the land and leave. It's not a booty call. Canada is willing to give you the land if you're willing to turn it into a farm. That's another requirement. All you need to be is a Canadian citizen who's lived in the Yukon for at least 1 year and plan on staying there. Then you could apply to get your land. It was still being offered as of January 1st, 2020. Number 9, Macadam, New Brunswick. Macadam, New Brunswick is one of the only towns in Canada currently offering land for $1. They want to jumpstart the local economy and they figure new blood is the way to go. The town is offering 6 residential lots for single-family homes. As of January 2020, pretty much filled up 11, so there's 5 left. They're just looking for suitable buyers. If you don't mind small town life, this is a great place to live. They got some really close lakes that I can't pronounce, so I won't even tell you what they are, but there's 2 big ones real close to them. Even if you don't get in on the free land, this place might be worth the look. The catch, the homes must be constructed within 2 years of obtaining the lot. You gotta put down $2,500 when you obtain the lot, but it'll be refunded when all conditions have been met. No word on following hockey as a requirement. Number 8, StokeonTrent England. The authorities of the city of Stoke-on-Trent in Staffordshire, England, are trying to unload some abandoned houses and renovate their city. This place sort of reminds me of a European version of Baltimore without the professional football team. It's got those row houses that are all run down, people sitting out on the stoop. Yeah, a lot like Baltimore. In the city, there are several dozen houses going for the price of €1, a little over $1. This is considered the initial investment in your future house. The catch is the town has decided that it'll cost everyone around £30,000 to renovate these homes. Again, like $34,000. You need to provide confirmation that you have this in savings to restore the house, and you have to live there 5 years, and the real estate cannot be sold for 5 years after the completion of the renovation. Now, I've never been here. I asked a friend who's from Birmingham, England, it's not too far away, and he described Stoke-on-Trent as a nothing place filled with low-budget bastards. I thought that was great. Those are his words, not mine. He also gives us some insight on Liverpool in a bit, too. Number 7, Karenga Italy. Now, we get to the first city in our list that I will butcher the pronunciation. I promise you, it'll be horrible. This is something I'm truly bad at. This village in Italy is located in the Piedmont region. The authorities of the village launched this project to stop the village from dying. Only 98 people live in the area, surrounding area, farms included. It is one of the least populated Italian settlements in the country. The area is known for its natural beauty, and that's a good thing that they have that, because the village looks a whole lot of run down. Sort of like a bus station with fewer hobos and better food. The catch? The dwelling will need to be restored using environmentally friendly materials only. Also, the new owners need to preserve the general exterior look and style of the rest of the town's buildings, which is, debris, it looks like. It doesn't look that nice. They're worried about the aesthetics of what you're putting up there. How about just a warm body living in a house that may have a wallet or something like that? People are incredible. Number 6, Sambuca Sicily. In this Italian village, you can get a house for €1. This is because everyone is leaving for the big city of any place else. The village doesn't have jobs, so that's your first hurdle. The second hurdle would be that you better be able to speak Russian and Italian. A whole bunch of Russians have moved there in recent years. And every passing day, the population gets older. Not the standard, everyone's just getting older. The only people moving out of this place are the younger people, leaving the boomers to fend for themselves. So it's becoming a very old town. The town is offering 20 houses for the low price of €1. That's not even enough to buy a bus ticket out of town, but you can get a house for €1. That's incredible. But before you have dreams of living in a romantic Italian village, keep in mind Italians aren't romantic, and like I said before, the reason they're giving you a free home is because nobody wants to live there, and that's because the place sucks and it's run down. When buying a house in Sambuca, the future owner has to make all the necessary repairs within 5 years. As you'll see, this is our first stop on the island of Sicily. Number 5. Catania, Sicily. Catania is another non-coastal town that's hurting for people. Much like most of Sicily, the younger generations don't dig the rural small-town life. It could cost between $133,000 and $2.8 million to purchase a home on the island of Sicily in Italy. Now that's according to Realtor.com. In Catania, homes are being offered for free. You don't even have to do that €1 nonsense. Now I wonder if anyone changed their mind after getting their dollar house. You know, do you imagine you go there, you give them your €1 or $1 to buy the home? The town official takes you to your new house, you open up the front door, it's all run down and looks like hobos or my cousin's ex-wife lived there. The town official asks you what you think, and you say, I think I'm going to need my dollar back. I wonder if anyone's ever backed. Anyway, here's the catch. You have to present a clear plan for the renovation and have it done in 3 years, or you're getting kicked out of the property and you may not even get your euro back. But Catania, it's free. You don't have to worry about that euro. Number 4, rural Japan. Everybody knows that Japan is overpopulated. Thing is this, the whole country isn't, it's just the mega cities. Like so many other places, young educated people are going to the big cities for work and to be around people they have things in common with, like an education and work. Nobody wants to be a small town accident lawyer that has no friends. You're lucky if you get one case and then you go out to happy hour by yourself, and it's usually happening in your front room. Young people flock to mega cities, leaving remote regions almost empty. The authorities in these regions are forced to give out plots of land for free. A bunch of small towns are doing this in an attempt to grow their population. There's a few conditions and rules that vary from town to town, like you need to build your house in 3 years and formally settle there. There's another one that states that if you should stay faithful to the town and continuously live there, the ownership of the property and home and land will be handed over to you after 10 years. That one was kind of weird. And then Akatama, only young families are considered for the free land program. The parents must be under 43 years old and their children under junior high school age. Families with a lot of children are more than welcome. Number 3, Auntie Keithre, Greece. Auntie Keithre is an island in the Aegean Sea between Crete and mainland Greece. Back in 2011, it was reported they had 68 residents. These days, it's around 40. There's only 3 children living on this island right now, so that's a boring birthday party at the local Chuck E. Cheese. I'm sorry, they don't even have a Chuck E. Cheese. They don't even have a real restaurant. Being short on future island generations is not a good thing according to the locals, so the local Greek Orthodox Church hatched a plan to lure families with young children. They're offering a monthly stipend of about €500. That's about $565 American. You'll be given that for the first 3 years you live there. If you apply and are accepted, you will also be given a house and a plot of land which you could either farm or start a business on. Preference is given to Greek citizens, first and foremost. As of late 2019, 4 families have been selected. One of them was not Greek. The church is still considering other applicants to help boost the local population and its economy. If nothing is done, the island will be deserted, the mayor told the Greek Times in 2018. They have a great video for this island, and I'll leave a link below. Beautiful place. I mean, it's a desert, not a lot of trees, typical Greek island, but the ocean around it is amazing. Number 2, Pitcairn Island. A tiny island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean is so keen on increasing its population that it has resorted to offering free land to those who would want to settle there. Almost all the island residents are descendants from the HMS Bounty mutineers. The Bounty was a ship back in the 1800s, and anyway, they mutinied on the ship and took off and landed on this island. This place is a lot of remote and a little out of the mainstream on what's socially acceptable because they boast, and I guess had something on a website saying that they now accept homosexuals. After legalizing homosexual marriages in 2015. Hey, now accepting, like they're now accepting food stamps or something like that. It's incredible what people do. The population of the island was shrinking from its peak level of 200 in the 1930s to today where it's like 56 people. The Tinder and Grindr dating pool must be kind of weak on this island. 4 people all swiping left on each other. A person who wants to settle on the island should be independent and perhaps engage in their own business. And that's because it's difficult to find work. I mean, there's not a lot of people. And so you're probably going to have a hard time finding customers if you own your own business. You're probably better off moving here with a retirement or enough money to last a while. The government is ready to provide people with free land for construction of a house, which must be built at their own expense. Now, here's their catch. You gotta show that you have at least 30,000 New Zealand dollars or access to it, like in a loan or something like that, to build your home. They don't want you moving there with just a tent, a fishing pole, and nothing else. And number 1, St. Louis de Blandford, Quebec. This town is southwest of Quebec City and about 2 hours from the US border near Vermont. They divided a large patch of land into 40 lots, which they've been giving away to anyone willing to move there and develop since 2013. As of late 2019, it's reported they have a few left. There's just a few conditions. The policy requires the buyer to put down $1,000 as a deposit for the lot and agree to build a home that is valued at a minimum of 125,000 Canadian. The town later refunds your down payment, so that's good. Like I said, it's kind of free, you just gotta build a house. This part of Canada is cold and beautiful. It's not too far from Montreal, which is a great city. Just prepared, these people are frickin' weirdos. They put ketchup on potato chips and gravy on french fries, and they have a poutine burrito in some places. Frickin' weird. But it is beautiful, so it might be worth the ketchup on your potato chips. Alright, so that's today's list. Free land from around the world. Hope you guys got some information out of it. Hope it was entertaining for you. Don't forget all the links below. If you like what we do here, please feel free to subscribe, tell your friends about it, share it on your social media, give the video a big thumbs up. Everybody have a great day, be healthy, and be nice to each other.